19 starts now.
New tonight on the Night Team, 2 bomb scares on opposite ends of the country. This is new video of the scene at UC Davis this evening as investigators sent a robot to disarm a suspicious device found there. But we begin with the breaking news on the East Coast in New York City. Here's a look at Times Square in Manhattan, where police say they found a potential car bomb. Streets are evacuated, buildings have been cleared, and police are swarming in right now on the scene. Here are live pictures of Times Square this evening. It's often referred to as the crossroads of the world, and on a spring Saturday night it would usually be packed with thousands of people. But right now it's a ghost town, and you can see the streets are empty except for emergency vehicles. Several buildings have been evacuated, and there are only police armed with automatic weapons on scene. The details are this: a mounted police officer found a potential bomb at around 6:30 tonight. He noticed smoke inside the car. Investigators say that inside an SUV, a propane tank, a gas can, black powder, and some kind of detonator was discovered. This is video of the bomb squad robot approaching that vehicle just a short time ago. And we're told experts have broken the windows out of that vehicle, popped the rear hatch of the SUV, and have actually removed pieces of that device. It's going to take hours to clear this scene. We'll have more on this story as it breaks. Now to Davis, where investigators say that they found an incendiary device on campus. Authorities evacuated 5 campus buildings after finding that device near a coffee kiosk. KCRA3's Tom Duhane has the story. He joins us live on campus. Tom?
Yeah, a large section of this campus has now been reopened tonight after being closed for 4 hours. And the investigators working on a mystery tonight. And then why is it disappear that 2 coffee kiosks have been targeted? One burned yesterday to the ground, and then tonight a suspicious device found next to another. By the way, investigators cannot say yet whether these 2 incidents are connected, but they're definitely checking that possibility. And the object found here tonight is headed to a crime lab for analysis. In Davis, Tom Duhane, KCRA3 19.
Tom, thanks. Let's get to some breaking news in Sacramento right now. Firefighters on the scene of a fire hydrant that's just been sheared off. As you can see, spectacular shots from Steve Gonzalez, our videographer in the field tonight, of that fire hydrant is spewing water up and above, high into the air. It's a live picture from the scene. It's at Arden and Howe. That's the location. It is at a shopping center, as you can see there. The car apparently crashed into the fire hydrant. What we're told at this point is injuries have not been reported at the scene, but as you can see, gallons upon hundreds of gallons of water literally flowing into the street right now. We're told that the water is 6 inches deep, and that is into the parking lot of the shopping center that you see right there. So once again, this is breaking news that we're following out of Sacramento County at a shopping center located at Arden and Howe. As you can see, that a fire hydrant has been sheared off, and it is creating quite a flow of water, a fountain, if you will, that has left so far 6 inches of water into that parking lot. We're told the fire department is on the scene. They're working diligently to shut down the water valve there to prevent that from flowing any more into that parking lot. We'll have the very latest with these live pictures once again from Sacramento County. Let's go to Butte County now, where authorities have a warning for people looking to tube down the Sacramento River. They say it's not safe right now. This is after 16 people needed medical attention for hypothermia today after thousands of tubers made their way down the Sacramento River from Hamilton and Butte County. One person was even airlifted. CAL FIRE calling KCRA3 tonight because the water is only 49 degrees. It's not safe. The river is rushing, and because of the snow runoff, it's making for dangerous conditions there. Public safety officials will be back out on the river tomorrow to make sure that everyone's okay. So tomorrow is marking a week now since the Suisun City woman vanished without a trace. Tonight, the search for 25-year-old Feng Li is intensifying. Deborah Villalone is in Fairfield tonight with the very latest. So this is new tonight, a minor earthquake rattling nerves in Baja, California. 3.2 quake just after this, about 7 o'clock tonight, 20 miles west of Guadalupe, Victoria, Mexico. That's a remote area about 17 miles northwest of that powerful earthquake that happened in April, killing 2 people. No damages or injuries reported. So across California and the nation today, immigrants, rights activists taking to the streets, demanding an overhaul of the nation's immigration laws. The largest rally was this one in Los Angeles, where it was estimated that 50,000 people turned out. At the state capitol today, a smaller crowd. Officials estimated around 2,000 people, but not less passionate. Many demanding action to stop Arizona's newly approved law cracking down on illegal immigrants. But one man in the crowd supports Arizona's new law.
You get amnesty because of political hardship. You get amnesty for other hardships, not economical. We'd be letting the whole world in if that were the case.
No arrests or any incidents during today's rally. So as we cover the nation now, the American Gulf Coast is in jeopardy tonight. The massive oil slick in the Gulf continues to grow, tripling in size just since yesterday. And oil is still spewing from the ruptured well a mile beneath the ocean's surface. Gina Swanson now is in Louisiana tonight with the very latest. Let's take you live back out to some breaking news we've been following since the top of the newscast now. This is the scene at Arden and Howe, where firefighters are literally trying to shut off this fire hydrant that has been sheared off. This is a shopping center at this location in Sacramento County. And as videographer Steve Gonzalez is zooming in there are firefighters in that spew of water. They have been pounding on what appears to be a valve, trying to shut off this water. So this happened a short time ago. What we're told by witnesses there is at least 6 inches of water in that parking lot that's standing right now. As you can see, there was an individual workman perhaps underneath that flow of water as it's spewing out there, trying to work on that valve. They're working desperately to try to shut this valve off at this shopping center. Once again, it's located at Arden Way in Howe Avenue, as there is seriously hundreds of gallons of water standing within that parking lot. We're told up to 6 inches. And you can see the camera is a good distance away from that fire hydrant and where it was sheared off. And there is water all the way back to the camera there, as we can look and see just how deep it is. Guesstimates from the producers say it's about a quarter of a mile from that distance from the fire hydrant. As you can see, hundreds, if not thousands of gallons of water obviously pouring into that parking lot right now. What we know, the fire department is on the scene working diligently trying to shut it off. As you can see, someone in a red suit has some type of pry bar or bar that they're working on that valve, trying to get it clamped off and shut off in time. So let's check in now on our weather conditions as it's wet there, as they're working hard on that fire hydrant. Let's see what the rest of our forecast is like. It's been a beautiful day, a little breezy into tonight, and we're looking forward to Sunday tomorrow, Dirk.
Yeah, those are some rough working conditions for that guy that's on there. That's heavy, all that water coming down on top of you. Tonight, though, we are looking at clear skies above. Temperatures are fairly mild at this point. Expect to see a bit of a breeze, at least the effects of that breeze. 57 degrees currently in Sacramento, Stockton 57 degrees, Modesto currently 62 degrees, and Lake Tahoe sitting at 41 degrees. Again, big story is going to be, well, we have clear skies, some warming temperatures, and a north wind that will return. We'll have more details about all that coming up in your forecast.
Dirk, thanks. Next on the night team, fighting to save an after-school program from the Budget Acts. How one community is coming together to step up when Sacramento let them down. Later in sports, a muddy run for the Roses. Dale will have the story of a surprising two-legged winner. We'll have that story coming up a little bit later on the night team. A tip from a KCRA3 insider led us to a big effort in Fairfield to raise money for an after-school program in danger of falling beneath the Budget Acts. KCRA3's May Fasai find how a dollar here, a dollar there can add up to help out kids who need it the most. Beautiful night in downtown Midtown. Lots of people out enjoying Saturday evening. A little bit breezier this evening, just wind-wise, but boy, it's nice to see the warm temperatures have returned for the weekend. What's in store for our Sunday? KCRA3 Weather Plus meteorologist Dirk Bedore now with the details.
Yeah, made for a nice evening tonight. Temperatures stayed on the mild side, so if you're out and about, hope you enjoyed yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look at those current conditions outside. Right now, we have temperatures ranging in the upper 50s through Sacramento and Stockton, holding on to 62 degrees in Modesto. On Wednesday, we may see a few clouds here and there on Wednesday as a little weather system passes by to the north, but really all it's going to do is kind of stir things up a little bit more, which is not good news if you're an allergy sufferer. But boy, next weekend, looking pretty good.
It does look great, Dirk. We appreciate it. Let's go back out now to Sacramento County, where we've been following a fire hydrant that was sheared off. Car popped it off at a shopping center there. The crews have been successful in shutting it down at this point. Happened a short time ago. The water is draining pretty well. At one point, we were told between 6 to 8 inches of water in this parking lot, but the fire department and the water department crews were able to get the fire hydrant shut off. Let's go to some other breaking news we've been following all evening long. This is Mayor Michael Bloomberg in New York talking about the potential bomb that was found in Times Square. Let's listen in.
Phil Pulaski, Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence David Cohen, Bomb Squad Commanding Officer Mark Torrey, and Office of Emergency Management Deputy Commissioner John Scrivani. Before I begin, let me say that we are very lucky. Thanks to alert New Yorkers and professional police officers, we avoided what could have been a very deadly event. I'm going to begin by telling you what we know and what we don't know. At about 6:30 this last night, an alert T-shirt vendor who is a Vietnam veteran noticed an unoccupied suspicious vehicle on 45th Street just off 7th Avenue, a few blocks from where we are standing. He alerted police officer Wayne Radigan of the NYPD Mounted Unit, who was on his horse Miggs patrolling Times Square. Officer Radigan saw the vehicle, a Nissan Pathfinder, which had smoke emerging from vents near the back seat, and he also smelled gunpowder. He, with the help of police officers assigned to Operation Impact, immediately evacuated the area and called for the fire department and more police. Firefighters, emergency service officers, and the bomb squad responded, and the bomb squad confirmed that the suspicious vehicle did indeed contain an explosive device. There were gas cans and bomb-making materials in the car. The experts at the bomb squad are removing them as we speak. Who abandoned the car and why are under investigation by the NYPD. Commissioner Kelly will fill you in on the details, but I want to thank the professionals at the NYPD and the FBI, as well as the fire department and the Office of Emergency Management for their work tonight. But most of all, the alert vendor and Officer Radigan of the Mounted Unit. You know, we often say that when a terrorist is caught, he has a map of New York City in his pocket. And that's a conversation I had earlier.
Mayor Michael Bloomberg wrapping up a press conference there today, confirming the facts that we told you at the top of the newscast, where they have discovered a bomb in Times Square. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported, but now the investigation is who left that bomb or who parked that car there will continue tonight. We'll continue to monitor the situation. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, sports is coming up right after this.
The 136th running of the Kentucky Derby took place at Churchill's Downs, but the favorite, Looking for Lucky, could not handle today's muddy Run for the Roses. Well, we showed you the outcome of today's Kentucky Derby, but what happened before and after today's race was unbelievable. We'll have it for you on the other side of this commercial break. Glenn Fullerton won a sweepstakes, which allowed him to bet $100,000 on today's Kentucky Derby. And he picked Super Saver, the winning horse, earning $900,000.
Super Saver had been good on a dirt track before in the mud. And also, Calvin Borel has just had an outstanding day today and an outstanding weekend. And I couldn't go wrong with that. The favorite had the rail, and I had a feeling that not having to deal with that pressure, Super Saver was the horse to pick.
You said before you left Houston you did not tell anyone you were the Dream Bet winner. Obviously, everybody back home knows now. You wanted your privacy. Say goodbye to that.
Yeah, the cat's out of the bag now.
All right, Tom's got the tickets right here for you. There's 40 of them. Cash them in, and what's the total going to be?
The total's going to be $900,000.
All right, congratulations.
900 large. That's awesome, Del. We appreciate it. 7 a.m. is when we return tomorrow morning. We'll have the very latest on the Times Square bomb scare. And remember, the news is always on around the clock on our website at kcra.com. Thanks for tuning in. That's been the Night Team.